June is a very significant month to me. It is not only the month of my birth, but it is the month that the LGBTQ community commemorates the 1969 Stonewall Uprising in Manhattan. June 28th of this year marks the 51st anniversary of that historical uprising, which for many became the catalyst for the gay liberation movement. Today, we are gathered here to commemorate the men, women, and gender nonconforming people who came before us, so we can openly celebrate who we are. As a member of the community, it is important that I pass on the knowledge of what the true meaning of Pride is. Pride is not just a party to celebrate for no reason. It is a story of our fight for equality, from the beginning of the Stonewall riots to the creation of the gay liberation movement, and the things we're still working towards every day for equal rights in our community. Pride Month is a way to commemorate all those that came before us and those with us today fighting for our rights. The Stonewall Inn is a gay bar in New York City. At the time, it served a place for LGBT people to come together in a time when it was illegal to be gay. It was a safe space to meet others that were like-minded. On June 28, 1969, undercover police officers raided the bar attempting to arrest people solely based on their sexuality. One patron shouted to bystanders and asked why they did nothing. She created the spark for a riot to form, and this led the infamous first brick to be thrown, and for the LGBTQ people to riot against the brutality of the police. On June 28, 1970, a march was led from Greenwich Village to the Sheep Meadow in Central Park. The events that took place at the Stonewall Inn led to the first gay pride parades in the United States and in many countries. The actions and consequences of the riot helped to form the Civil Rights Movement and the Gay Liberation Movement. The Gay Liberation Movement was the first real effort for the LGBTQ community to have a social and political movement that urged lesbians and gay men to engage in radical, direct action and to counter societal shame with gay pride. The actions from the Stonewall Inn riot and the Gay Liberation Movement gave way to societal changes toward the LGBTQ community. In 2009, in addition to the 1969 federal hate crime laws was signed into effect by President Obama, named the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act for the victims of hate crimes due to one's sexuality and one's race. These additions to the laws were created to include crimes motivated by a victim's actual or perceived gender, sexual orientation, gender identity, or disability. One of the most significant moments came June 26 in 2015. Just days before the anniversary of Stonewall, marriage equality was passed unanimously in the United States. While we still have a long way to go for equal rights for all members of the LGBTQ community, during Pride Month, it is a perfect opportunity to honor those who started the spark for our civil rights, to remember those who fought for us, and to give thanks to the most marginalized members of our community, mainly Black trans women and other LGBTQ persons of color, who are at the forefront of this fight. Pride is not just a street party. It is also a reminder of a right to celebrate our differences. Because of those who fought for us, and for those we are fighting for, we can continue to have pride in our community and fight for all of our rights. Every day will continue to be Pride Month for those of us who fight for our community and continue to rise up to those who seek to push us down. Thank you.